Hello everyone and welcome back to Divide and Conquer, and we are continuing as the realm of Angmar, and today Overlord Agandaur, the Lieutenant of Mordor, shall fight Lord Eldra here at his homeland of Imladris. Now we have slain his father at Camith Bryn, and I'm pretty sure his brother has fallen as well. I think that was Arthedain. So he is the last son of Elrond to survive, and if we can win this battle and take Imladris, then surely the elves will have lost their Noldoran supremacy in the east, and we will only have to worry about them in the far west at the havens of Mithlond, Forlond, and Harlond. Albeit we do have a few small settlements to the south, such as, I think, Anon and Arad, and what's the other one? There's some other small town. Bruinost is the other one. But anyway, welcome to Imladris in version 5. Oh, I can't remember if this was in version 4.5 or not. It might have been. It might have been. But as you can see, it's a very, very interesting settlement. You have to walk across a bridge. So the high elves have artillery back here. They could surely use that or march out the gates to put you down here. These walkways are actually, if the camera wasn't so buggy, you can actually put your archers on these walkways, which is very, very neat. If only the camera worked a little bit better in this game. And then they can simply shoot down at enemies walking across the bridge there. You can do that on both sides, and there's no way into those walkways unless you go all the way around these cliffs through those like little towers on either side. So an attacker, the only way to get units off of those is you can try to shoot them, but it's going to be hard to kind of hit them through those narrow pillars and all of that while you're standing on the bridge getting focus fired. Or you're going to have to run all the way through the settlement and out the other end. In fact, I am like 90% sure this is not the only time I've shown this settlement on this channel. I feel like I've done it before. I just can't remember when. Maybe it was the... Oh yeah, it was the goblins, wasn't it? And were the goblins even in the beta? I can't even remember if that was like beta or not. It might have been. It's been a while. Anyway, the whole reason I brought the towers is just to protect us from archer fire and potentially use them on these walls. I don't know for sure if they are usable there. I guess we'll find out. Can we actually just deploy up here? Oh, no, we can't. We're stuck by the bridge. We will use these towers, basically just to block the arrow fire, as I said, and get a foothold. And we have a few of them. We actually have 4 towers, so we have some North Guard here. We probably don't want those guys going up. We have Thralls. I'll want those guys to be protected. So I think we'll just use more Thralls and the other unit of Hillmen there. Now we'll have to, I don't even know if they can actually go through this building. It looks like they might be too tall. We'll see if there's any clipping there to worry about. But we do bring a grand host, Agandaur himself with temple wards, as well as a new general of witch knights, heavily armored recruits, or, probably noblemen of Angmar, ready to lay down their lives for the glory of the Witch King. And after all, a elven life is worth much more than a human life, or even an orcish life, or even a hillman life. Perhaps even a warg life. They are not equal in Lord of the Rings. So let's go ahead and just begin the battle. We'll start marching our men across the way here. I'm hoping... Doesn't look like we actually can get on those walls, but we'll see if we can use it to kind of block any arrow fire. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Can we make it through there? We may as well send the ballista up as well. Looks like the elves aren't using the bridge on either side, so that kind of gives us a small advantage. Alright, towers, can you do it? Because honestly, if I can just push these up through the settlement, that would be nice to, avoid all the arrow fire. And yes, they can clip through. A little bit janky. Perhaps this should be raised a little bit to actually let siege towers walk through without it looking so gross. Or perhaps not even have this upper building section. Maybe just have it be these 2 walls. I don't know. I'm kind of learning how to do some battle map editing. I'm trying to specifically do something with the elven towns, which is, like, there's a building like this on the generic city map, which you can find in Mithlond, and it doesn't function as a tower, although it looks exactly like this tower here. So I am trying to learn how to actually do that. Progress is slow. It's a bit confusing. If anyone actually has any advice on how to do that, let me know, and perhaps we can work something out together. I've tried to reach out to one of the map developers in the Reforged mod, but they have not responded to my inquiries yet. I don't blame them. They probably get lots of questions about that sort of thing, or they're just too busy doing their own work. Let's speed this up for a bit. I might as well just move up our full army to this kind of staging area. Yeah, let's do that. I think all you guys can go up there. Cavalry, you might as well move up. Warriors, all of you. It might be a little bit crowded, but that's fine. They have just Lindar guards, Amanyar swordmasters, and more Lindar guards to hold the front line. From us, looks like they actually have armor upgrades as well. I believe this is the upgraded look. I could be wrong on that. On the back line, more Amanyar swordmasters, Calaquendi lords. Are these? Oh no, these are the defenders. So elven defenders there, with their armor upgrades, looking pretty snazzy. More elven defenders. I'm not really worried about those guys so much. Dunedain spearmen here to hold the line of Imladris, doing their, their best work, especially since Aragorn is dead. Someone's got to take up the line. Looks like Lindar bowmen over here, Amanyar rangers, and Eladon should be somewhere up here. There's actually a few guys up here. More bowmen and cavalry up on this little top section here. Interesting that you can go up here to the homely house. Looks like there's a ramp. But the town square is down below, so I guess, yeah, you could post your archers up right there, and they could shoot perfectly down into the town square. It's actually pretty nice for defense. Then, of course, you can work around these buildings, have a few kind of wide choke point areas. It's a really defensible settlement. We are starting to get shot. So we'll get to that gatehouse and probably have our towers kind of post up wherever they can to kind of absorb that fire. We can just kind of basically position them to block some of those arrow shots. That'll be nice. Hillmen are going to take some casualties running in here from all the tower fire, but they're pretty expendable. Every shot will probably kill a Hillman as it connects. Tower damage is pretty high. A few of their bodies roasting here and there. I mean, it seems like they should be able to go onto these walls, but from what I was actually reading, there are only 4 sizes of walls you could actually use that'll even work in this game, especially for like siege equipment. So this wall might not be set to the correct type of size there. I think custom walls typically have that issue. It's like they're just potentially too short for the walls here, or for the siege towers. Basically, you can have the wooden palisade, the wooden walls, and then there's like 2 levels of stone walls, if I remember correctly. And other custom walls need to match those heights, otherwise equipment won't work on those. And it looks like that's pretty much what's happening here. Put these towers like that, kind of make a V, almost just to kind of block whatever shots from those towers we can. It's at least some cover. Some cover's better than no cover. Ballistas are here. I mean, we could use them on the towers. I'd rather get them in the settlement, though. Come on, break down those gates. You lot have pretty much done what you need to do with the towers. We have lots of hillmen. Wargs, let's not have you firing here. Our part's going to be getting through this center, so what we're going to do is we're going to overwhelm it. So we'll have barrow wights, the Witch King, hillmen, Angmar infantry in shield wall, just ready to go to push through here and secure us a foothold at this front gate. Because once we're in here, we'll have lots of room. Gate is falling, which is great. We'll send in the infantry now. Get Agandaûr up in here, as well as his Witch Knights. We even have some North Guard. They don't get armor piercing, or sorry, they don't get shield wall, which I feel like they should. But their armor piercing should help us cut through those Amanyar swordmasters. Try to go through the left-hand side if we can. Now, swordmasters will do a lot to our infantry. We do have some armor upgrades, which will help. I want to keep piling in here. If we can clear this section up, we can get our cavalry inside, and that'll be a huge bonus. We're making good leeway so far. Barrow wights, push in. Let's push out those Lindar guards. Keep focusing on them. You guys work on the swordmasters. A little bit choppy there on the frame rate. There's a lot going on in this map. There's a lot of particle effects, like with the waterfalls outside of the settlement. Alright, now we are getting shot by Amanyar Rangers, which means we need to get in here quickly. We're making good progress through these Lindar guards, though. They are falling. Come on, barrow wights. Agandaûr, hop in there as well. I'm tempted to use his ability, but I think it's too early. How are those Lindar guards doing? They're getting pretty crushed. We're taking more damage than they are. Agandaûr is going to try to pull through this little opening here. Kind of a phallus formation, and then get around to flank those Lindar guards here. Barrow should have a good time fighting them. Getting some wargs soon here. Nope, Agandaûr, come on, don't stop. Don't stop pushing out. They have a lot of Dunedain here. Even some Dunedain bodyguards that we need to deal with. Definitely taking a lot of missile damage. So if we can get those wargs in there soon, that will be better. Let's use the Black Hand of Mordor, see if that gives us any sort of buff. Looks like it's going to cause some infighting. You guys go on fire at will. Ideally, throw some javelins at those Imladris Rangers. I'm not as worried about them, though. I'd rather take out the, what do you call them? The Dunedain over here. Although they're infighting for quite a long time. Throw those javelins, that's good. Javelins do a very high amount of damage. Looks like they're going to use Cantabrian Circle. So we'll push for those bodyguards now. If we can, I'd like to get the Dark Blades up there, but let's move in more Thralls. Can we get a proper charge on those bodyguards? It's going to be risky. There's Calaquendi Lords here. We can keep on firing javelins, though. And just kind of use our mobility to skirt around them. Javelins might kill just a few of those Calaquendi Lords, which is exactly what we want. I'll keep pushing through their wargs. They're my best unit for shutting those guys down. For the most part, we've won this fight. It looks like Barrow Wights are taking some damage. Agandaûr is in that front line. We just need to shut down those bodyguards. Thralls are on the way. This flank is doing very well, though. Thralls will work on towards the Imladris Rangers. We'll peel off some infantry to work on those Calaquendi Lords. I don't want Agandaûr going down here. Like, do we have any other... We have some Northguard nearby. Let's use those. Okay, shut those guys down. Now we're going to get countercharged. That's not great. Now you guys keep working that way then. Wargs are getting wrecked. We might need to get our Guardians in here. That might be a good call. Yeah, let's get the Guardians in there to really just push through this infantry. Agandaûr is getting crushed right now. Northguard, please save Agandaûr. I need you right now in this fight. Thralls will work on the cavalry. You guys charge back in. If Agandaûr goes down, this whole battle is lost. Hopefully these Guardians and Witch Knights, though, hopefully they can push through with their armor piercing and fast attacks and secure this front gate victory. They do have fast attacks on the horses, and I think that mass will just be enough to save us. Still work on those Dunedain bodyguards. They're not really taking as much damage as I would have liked. That's fine, though. There's still a lot of bowmen. Looks like we are winning over here. Fantastic. Lindar guards going down. The armor-piercing units are certainly helping. Going for another charge, please. Sending some hillmen up this way. We've nearly beaten the Imladris Rangers. Thrall's doing alright. They've got the armor upgrade, so they can actually hold in that battle line a little bit longer. Let's try to surround the Imladris Rangers completely. Most Lindar guards are down. Northguard are winning here. Calaquendi Lords, no idea how many of them are still standing. Looks like we got another charge off. Pull out, lads. Pull out. Doing great work. As long as Agandaûr doesn't die. We do have secondary leadership in our second general, but he is not as good. And go for the charge. Alright, Hillman, I need you guys out there. Couple Lindar guards still standing. Imladris Rangers still not dying. These Thralls are having a very hard time at killing them. I know they're taking missile fire. It looks like these wargs are pretty much dead. We'll have to leave them to their devices. We can send in the Hillmen now. We're getting somewhat low on units. Come on, Guardians. There's only a few guards left. Alright, Guardians. Head out this way. Perhaps we can use them on the Lindar Bowmen. Maybe even have them finish off these Imladris Rangers, which are giving us some trouble. The Hillmen get in there. Those armor-piercing shots are not good for us. You guys stay out there. Agandaûr, I need you to be somewhere safe. Alright, let's go for those bowmen. I don't want to get shot anymore. That's enough bow damage. Not sure where our thralls are doing, though. They're kind of struggling to fight right now. Come on, Guardians. I need an actual charge. What are you doing? Come on, get the charge. Alright, this ballista needs to move up now. They seem to be incapable of actually charging in this settlement. Fine, in melee, they'll do some decent damage. We could try to pull them out in a moment. So only one Agandaûr Ranger is left standing. Go into loose formation and then try to fire in with our archers here. Northguard's going to move up that flank. There's just a few guys that are left standing here, few Lindar guards. We're getting shot up. Alright, Guardians, pull out. Let's get the thralls in there. Have they not killed that last rider? There's 2 riders left and they cannot kill them. A bit ridiculous. And at least we're firing now into the settlement. Northguard working their way up to support with the Dunedain bodyguards, who are still firing at us, even though they are stuck in melee. Who else do we have? We have more cavalry. I think it's time we get those guys engaged. You guys have pulled out. Let's go in for a charge. So, like, there's still one more rider left? No, we got them all, I think. Fantastic. Alright, you guys pull up. You guys deal with those last swordmasters. You guys run up here. Northguard, please work on those defenders. Witch Knights head up. Now, did we ever kill that lord back here? I don't think we did. Our infantry still fighting those Lindar guards. Put these guys on fire at will. We got a big old charge in here, but ooh, these guardians went in way too deep. Pull out, lads. Let the thralls take it from here. Wargs, keep on moving up. I need you guys. I think we've got this. I'm pretty sure we've got this. See if we can start using our ballista now. Who else do we have in the back? A couple thralls, Angmar archers run up there. A couple hillmen are still hanging out. Let's use these hillmen to flank the Lindar guards there. You lot, keep going that way. Where are you guys? Oh, you guys went a little bit too ham. Witch Knight's hopping in there. Where's Agandaûr? He's in that melee. Okay, Northguard probably going to take some damage, but look at those ballista shots, though, going right through those Agandaûr swordmasters. Now, you lads, pull out this way. This is really going to come down to our cavalry right now. You guys beat those swordmasters? Look, there's a few. There's still 10 here, actually, so we haven't killed a single one. Barrow should be winning this fight up against the Lindar guards here. We need to finish them off. We need to get rid of them so that these towers stop firing at us. And now they're routing. That's exactly what we wanted. Warg Riders just shooting, doing what they do best. You guys also shooting as well. If we get a cheeky charge in there, that would be nice for some extra damage. A little bit risky. I don't think they're going to be able to charge. Yeah, this settlement's not too good for that. We'll just keep them over here. Do what the High Elves did to us when they shot us with their cavalry archers. This is doing great work indeed. These elves, ooh, they're making a comeback. Alright, we need reinforcements. We need reinforcements like right now. Run you guys up there. Archers need to get up closer too. You guys pull on out for a second. Support the fight here. You guys can keep firing at those wardens, perhaps even those Agandaûr units. I have no idea where Eladon's unit... Actually, he is the bodyguard, isn't he? That's right, he has Dunedain bodyguards. I completely forgot about that. Angmar archers will now shoot down the middle. Thralls and Iron Crown warriors working their way inside. As long as Agandaûr stays alive, we will be okay. Warg Raiders going to be shooting at these Agandaûr Rangers from the flank, so that's going to avoid their what is it called? Their shields. Although it looks like they're still just firing up at these, what do you call them? Yeah, they're still just firing at these defenders in here, which isn't bad. Like, at the end of the day, that's totally fine. More than half, only 62%, well, 62% has been killed, so We're doing great so far. Agandaûr is still in the front line. We won the battle at the gate. Ballista's still firing in. Anyone left on top? No, they came down from the homely house. They realized that they needed more defenders here. And many of these Imladris swordmasters are falling. Northguard gonna fight the Manyar riders now. Let's get these hillmen in a little bit deeper. How is this going back here? Yes, we killed Arthedain. He is dead. 6 swordmasters are left standing. Do we have anyone left in the back line? We only have 12 of these guys. They'll be able to turn the tide, perhaps. Keep on working through that. We're still shooting them down. They're standing in the square, but they have nothing else to help them with getting shot at right now. We have free range just to shoot every last bow shot and ballista bolt at them as we want. Although we are out of ammo with the war graders there. To have them support against the Manyar riders. Alright, Thralls, I think it's about time that we head in there. Still doing great damage with our archers. How's this fight going? I think we pretty much won it. Yeah, we did. Alright, let's get everyone inside. Your wargs might die to those elven defenders, but I'm willing to take that. Alright, Ballista, you've done everything you need to do. Get these barrow wights up here now, too. I think we got the charge on the swordmasters with the Angmar infantry. They're a little bit late, though. 6 remain, only 2 thralls. So those 38 thralls only killed, what, 4 of those swordmasters? That's awful.
We've lost half of our men.
We'll move up our archers now, see if we can get a better shot. At this point, though, it's just going to be sheer death and destruction in the front lines. Witch Knights up here tanking damage pretty well. Angmar archers, shoot at those Dunedain wardens. Those guys need to go down. In fact, that might not be a bad target for our ballista. I do worry, though, about friendly fire. So, yeah, I'd rather not shoot that. I don't want to risk anything killing Agandaûr. That would be awful. But shooting them, that is different. We can continue to shoot them down. These Dunedain wardens have light armor, so they'll be cut down relatively fast by our arrows. Even though we don't have the best archers in the game, a lot of them have their they're not facing the right way. Light armor, yeah, this is great. I always felt like perhaps Dunedain wardens should have a little bit more mass. I mean, the Dunedain are supposed to be kind of stronger than average men, and when you can just crush them and with cavalry, it's a little bit like, ugh, they should be able to stand up to wargs a lot better. At least that's how I feel. I feel like they should be just really, really strong in melee. But I suppose there's always balance issues. I mean, you get 150 of them. Now we're pretty much done at this point. Once Black Hand of Mordor is back up, we'll use that again. Wow, these Northguard took some damage. Only 49. They definitely paid for themselves in this battle, though. They were able to clear that front line for us. First, there's Elror here. We'll get rid of all those on the battlefield. Guardians of Cardolan, go for one last flank here. We don't really need to fire anymore with those guys. Once we get one last flank in there, one last good hillman charge, it'll be over. The Guardians, can you get a proper charge? That's the real question. If you guys can do it, I'm going to be so happy. They're marching, they're marching. Come on, where's the charge? Nope, no charge. That's unfortunate. Perhaps the hillmen can pick up the slack then. Not the best fight for them to be against in these spears, but I'll take it. Oh, why are you guys shooting? Don't shoot right now. Darkblades can probably head up in there. Do we get another Black Hand? Yes, we do. Let's use it. Arrowites are nearby, ready to cause fear in the last defenders of Imladris. And they know at this point that there is nothing that they can do. This battle has just turned into utter chaos. Lines are broken. Swords are flying. Blood is just filling the air. And the undead surge forth for one final push against the Dunedain. Their ancestors now taking up arms against them. Oh, those poor, poor Dunedain. And then just kicking him. He's not even swinging at him with his mace. Yeah, there you go. Use the mace. It's way better than kicking him in the gonads. You'd think that this Dunedain warden with no helmet would just get wrecked by that club. Although I guess even if you did have a helmet, it wouldn't help you much against a mace. But he should get cut down any moment now. We've taken command now, which means it is only a matter of time before the last of them fall. More Manures falling just everywhere we see. 22 remain in this fight. Kind of the last remnants of defense they have. Agandaûr, though, he's been an amazing unit in this battle today. He's probably claimed many elven lives. Then our Swordmasters down to 21. Our wargs got completely crushed. But now that we're piling in with our Northguard, they're exhausted, but man, they definitely did the best. There's one last little pocket of resistance keeping us kind of at bay here. Perhaps we can send in the Dark Blades. They do have better melee skill than other ranger type units, and they're not exhausted. 20 Swordmasters remain, kind of keeping one little pocket in here. I think once we send in the Dark Blades, though, that'll be it. Oh, look how fast they are, too. Get in there, lads. Come on, go in deeper. Get a complete surround, and we'll win this battle. There we go. Oh, they even dual wield. I didn't realize they dual wield. That's pretty cool. That with them now just surrounding the last remnants of Imladris, surely the city will burn. Although it's kind of a nice place. Perhaps Agandaûr was like, you know what? This is a nice retirement home. We're going to keep it as it is. Because we really don't destroy it or anything when the battle ends. If we defend this place, it's still going to be beautiful. We'll keep the fountains running and everything. It's just going to be under new ownership. After all, we are not all orcs, we are men, and men can enjoy the finer things in life. The few Swordmasters falling, the last are now dying. Enemy General fallen, Elros has died today, the last of the Calaquendi Lords, I believe. And it looks like this is the last Emmanuel Swordmasters, killing a useless thrall, slicing his neck open. But he is surrounded, Dark Blades and Angmar infantry, hitting him with axes everywhere. His armor is strong, but eventually those axes will cleave through it. And he falls to a lowly thrall spear. What an awful way to go down, but now our men shall celebrate. Much bloodshed has been done today, but we have taken Imladris. Celebrate tonight, boys, for we shall feast on elven fine food and wine. Let's look at the casualties. Looks like Agandaûr getting 120, Witch Knights 46, barrow wights 109, so far Agandaûr at the top. Warg Raiders both getting 110 and 116. Skirmishers didn't do too great, but we did have to send them into melee. Hillman taking lots of damage. Ballista getting 104 kills. Thralls 7 kills. Guardians of Cardolan and Northguard 189 and 158. Those Guardians of Cardolan really pulling their weight forward today. I think I'll definitely want to get a way station here so we can retrain those. Hopefully they already have one built up, that'd be nice. If not, we'll make one. And the barracks, actually our barracks is unique, I think, so I don't think we'll get anything from an elven barracks. I could be wrong from that. Because there's so many different types of barracks, so you've got like, some factions have an archery range, a stables, and a barracks, others have like the Wildmen type barracks, which is kind of what Agandaûr or Angmar has, where like all the main units are in one barracks. High Elf leader is dead. We'll occupy the settlement. I don't see any need to destroy anything here. Conqueror of Imladris, troop morale and command. Fantastic stuff there. Can we? Do they have a way station? I don't. Oh no, we'd have to build it. We'll probably get that soon, and yeah, we would need to make our own barracks. We'll grab the Shrine of Melkor, and I think we actually get armor upgrades here, don't we? Noldor Guard Hall, that gives us 10% law. Fantastic. Dunine Camp will give us 1 free upkeep. Teleri Barracks, another law bonus, so that's actually amazing that we're going to get so much law here. 10% from that. Hall of Music, more law. So yeah, we're going to be fine for public order. Noldoran Armorer does give us very high armor upgrades. Builder's Guildhouse, that's great to have. Mining Network, and Public Fountains. We could even get the Advanced Armorer here as well. I kind of want to get that. We will need to get the shrine built first. Let's get another spy while we're here, and then work on just retraining those men. These orcs, I don't even know what to do with them. Did we lose any units? I guess we lost a few. We could merge whatever's left. And yeah, now you guys can join Imladris. Fantastic work though, Agandaûr. We're making about 7,000 gold a turn. I think that was the only thing we had left here. We have some reinforcements heading to Osul, it looks like. Thilin might be under siege soon. And Bari Donyanek. Looks like the Angmar are working on trying to get to Goba Drain, but we do have snow trolls. I'm kind of okay with this for now, although Captain Bornavir needs to go down. Unvarn's going to need reinforcements. Should we take him out now? We probably should. Oh yeah, it's just infantry. Yeah, this will be a quick and easy fight. We'll take them out with Hunvorn's forces, and that'll cut off some of those reinforcements. Make the next battles a little bit easier for us. I wonder if this art is supposed to be Glaurung, the first of the dragons. Obviously we have a volcano here, perhaps Mount Doom. Or it could be Ancalagon the Black. I'm not really sure which dragon that is. There's a lot of ancient dragons in the Historium of Middle-earth and Tolkien's Legendary. Alright, we'll just put you guys in a wide formation, just like that. Archers, let's see, Control M. Those guys, they don't count. Have them just like that. 4 pikemen, oh that's awful. That it's literally just like one guy with a pike and 3 officers, so he'll try his best here. He'll definitely try his best. Army is quite weak, so we'll just try to have a front line like that, just in case we have to deal with cavalry. Yeah, that seems fine. We definitely need to retrain them. Alright, and we'll just move up, I guess. Use these guardians to do an early strike on those Arthedain footmen. There's some blade masters as well. Dunedain scouts are a little bit threatening, but we have heavy enough armor with these guardians of Cardolan and shields. We should be able to absorb those shots, and early casualties are the ones that will heal up at the end of a battle anyway. So honestly, using your elites early is kind of a good way to keep them, like get their usage. If you save them for late, pretty much all their casualties won't come back. A little bit of, information about Medieval 2. Like a lot of times if you just send your trash to go out and die first, it'll all just come back at the end. And we don't want to stay in battle too long. Those are armor-piercing units. Sure, they aren't spears or anything, but they still get a good bonus on attacking us, so pull out, lads. We'll want to try to shoot those Dunedain scouts if we can. Yep, there we go. And go in for another charge. Everyone can shoot at those Dunedain scouts. I'm not really worried about the Dunedain wardens, just go in. They're not braced. Oh, yep, and that is a lot of damage. We'll just want to pull out right about now. A couple of our guardians are going to die. Yep, pull out, lads. We want to start hammering and anviling them soon. And Blade Master's actually taking quite a bit of damage. That's great. Moonvorn can probably deal with them, though. Let's switch our archers to firing at those. Brawls can go in. Now let's have all of our archers focus on the Dunedain scouts now. And we're down to only 30 of these guys, so we want to be conservative with them. Send in our hillmen now. Going for a flank on those footmen now. You guys charge those. And we'll use Serpent Elixir. Have some infighting in those ranks there, make them be a bit shaken. Yeah, the Blade Masters are already falling away. You guys charge those Dunedain wardens. Help the hillmen win that fight. Oh yeah, that is what I'm talking about. They should be routing any moment now. Yep, there we go. Can't wait to retrain these guardians. I think we actually, yeah, we do have the way station here, so they will be able to retrain to full capacity. Fight's going well for us. Let's send in the Angmar infantry. We'll keep firing at those scouts. Going for another charge, guardians. You're literally the most important unit on my roster. I'll get them just knocking up the footmen, clubbing their heads off with those giant nasty maces. Absolutely disgusting stuff there, and they are going to break as well. They can't take the fear and terror of barrow wights and then a rear charge from armor-piercing axe or mace cavalry. These guys are great. I used to play a lot of Mountain Blade back in the day, and I would just love using like the mace cavalry, and you just get so many casualties and prisoners captured at the end of the battle. Speaking of that, I mean, I'm kind of interested in doing a Last Days of the Third Age playthrough on my channel. I forgot to ask that in the beginning, so I know that's when everyone sees and hears all of my inquiries. But I'm thinking about doing that. If you guys are interested in that, let me know. I want to keep breaching out my channel to not only just be divide and conquer stuff. Obviously, that's kind of like the main part of my content. But if I could grow it, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I would love to be like a partner with Creative Assembly because I love Total War. I think they're a great company. I mean, yeah, there's some controversies there. I mean, I'm not gonna deny that, but every company kind of has those. Like, I'm not gonna name anything specific outside of like the Three Kingdoms incident. And I don't do Three Kingdoms, I don't play it that much. I do enjoy it though. Like, I really enjoy the systems in it, just I've never given it too much time. I got about, I think, 80 turns in on a Liu Bei campaign. And that's about when I stopped. And I played another guy, I forget his name, but he was like a horse guy in the Northwest Territory, kind of by the Great Wall. We'll just end that battle there. We all know that definitely those Guardians of Cardolan, yeah, 238 kills, and casualties healed were 12, showing that, yeah, when you put them first into the battle, they will recover their casualties. If you save them for the end, those deaths are pretty much final. Found that out a lot by playing a lot of Goblin campaigns and sending in my Snaga to go die, and then you end the battle and you see, oh, that entire Snaga unit came back to life. But the elite Goblin Halberds that I saved, every single one of them died and not a single one got its casualties healed. That one is Calagon the Black. That one I know for sure. A dragon so massive it was said that he could reach across 3 different mountaintops. Yeah, we'll ransom them, but they won't give us money. How unfortunate. They must be being bled dry as we continue our campaigns here. And yeah, we can retrain those guys, get them back up to 51, so we'll do that. Fantastic. Good to keep those guys healthy. They're our most important unit on our front line. Sending our Hillman down to the south. Kind of want to get Morholt out of here and get him somewhere else, but we might keep him here for now. More of our reinforcements are leaving here as we did reforge our alliance with the Snow Orcs. And how long until we can actually get those units? We need to get the barracks to the last tier, I believe. Yeah, so we're going to need the Royal Hall, and then we'll get Black Shield Archers and all that good stuff. So we should work on that with our next turn and our next fund. So 2200 for the Great Hall. We'll keep working on that. I think that is an end turn though. Do we have any missions? Take settlement, free Rost. Which we're kind of working on. We have some reinforcements heading that way. Anyone else? Captain Eodric is on the way with Northguard and Darkblades. And we have a couple Angmar and infantry that can join that assault. So we'll send them out. We have another candidate for adoption being Veren, who is decent with attacking. He's got talent for numbers. I like that for the trade bonus. He's dutiful. So that seems like he'd be alright as a... Oh, proper morals too. Yeah, he'd be alright as a governor, wouldn't he? We'll take him in. Where are you? You're in the west? Yeah, he could probably stay there at Bari Donyanak if Hoonborn ever moves out. We got Witch Knights, a Spy. Perfect. Witch Knights will just go immediately to the... They're not at Cardoon? Where the heck were they? Oh wait, that's the Witch Knights, not the Guardians. That's the general that we can train. So it's not Herrick, it is Dear Lade, and he is a skilled bureaucrat, so we might send him to be a governor. Perhaps Mount Graham would be a good spot to send him. There, or Barkeleg actually has one. Angsul is a castle. Yeah, we'll send him to Mount Graham. Mount Graham also got its Lord's Hall, so we'll work on Royal Hall there. Or actually, let's get those Mount Graham stables. I want that done. Imladris got a Shrine of Melkor, and Gundabad shall get the Great Hall. Oh, we don't even have the Master Mason's Hall. We kind of need that, don't we? Let's grab that. It'll save us time and money. Imladris, what else could you make? Let's get the way station. Train all the elites that are sitting there. Look at that winter. I love that winter landscape that you get. It'd be cool if, like, you could change the campaign scripts that every territory Angmar takes is just in permanent winter. That'd be really neat. Eokane will camp in Goba Drain for a turn with his snow trolls. Now we work on figuring out where these dwarves and the Dunedain are going to go. He's going to keep eyes on Deadman's Dyke. Make sure that we're still watching that settlement. We do have Arthedain Knights, very interesting. We need to make our way to Bree soon as well. We do got some stronger hillmen on the way down there. And then Lord Sild should be able to make a push. Burnos, all the high elves are gone from here, aren't they? Yeah, they are. So we're actually pretty much secure. We just need to take the angle, push the Dunanite out of that, and then just go straight west. Frickin' goblins, though. I want some of their settlements. Goblin Town being held by the dwarves is kind of a worry, though. So we just gotta make sure that we don't stir their wrath. I think we'll just bide our time for a bit. You guys can hang out in Mount Graham, maybe get retrained as soon as we have money. Yeah, this is looking fine. We'll just go for another end turn. And the Veil stand. So the last stand of the Veilsmen has been activated. That bodes unwell for them. Ooh, our Arthedain Armada is on the way. That's cool. You cannot stop this invasion with ships. That's good to see that that's kind of there, so you know you can't stop it. It's going to come in. Although it's not for us, though. We don't have to worry about that. Oh, and Goba Drain's besieged. Of course it is. We can definitely beat Captain Tathar, though. I don't think he has anything that threatening. Although we have a pretty weak army. Oh, they've got Royal Guard. Oh, that is actually a problem. Ooh, that is threatening. I had no idea they were sending those guys towards us. Wow, okay. And we can't even get there in one turn, can we? Oh, that does not bode well. I mean, yeah, we have the trolls, but my goodness, those guys are powerful. We don't really lose anything too major, though. Alright, Hunvorn, you gotta go out there. We gotta get those guardians up there. You gotta go. Wow, we're gonna need every, like, last man that we can get to go defend that. Oh, we don't have much here. That's pretty rough. Hopefully they don't attack in one turn, but wow, that's a powerful army. We don't really have I mean, we have one unit of archers to deal with those. We have snow trolls, we can beat those, but man, it's going to be tough. Especially if they attack us now. I had no idea they had those units. I'll have to send in the wargs to the west. Who else can upgrade their settlement? Eurlstone, do you need anything? Get some land clearance, that's fine. Retrain those guys. Imladris is still upgrading. I don't really care about Camith Bryn. It's not really that important. We could get a guard barracks. But we need to... Wow, okay. You guys go that way. Nothing we can do down there. Barrow, can you get anything? No, you can't either. Train something at Angsul. We could also get better units at Cardolan. Probably want some halberdiers now that they're pumping out those knights. Maybe even some huscarls. They're expensive. I feel like having more cheap spears is going to be better, more thralls, so we'll grab those. Well, actually, pikemen. Hopefully we can get there in that one turn that we have. We'll even grab some extra hillmen here. That's going to be a tough fight. Thankfully we'll have the walls and they won't be able to charge us in the open field. Still threatening. Still quite threatening.
Yes, my lord.
Did they rebuild Dead Man's Dyke? No, it's still destroyed there. Hopefully they do that soon. I really want it to be rebuilt before we attack it. We could kill Gandalf now if we wanted to. Then he'd just come back with a stronger bodyguard, so I'm content just to let that sit. Alright, we'll have to just end the turn and hope for the best. And they did not attack us, which is very good. It means we can actually save Goba Drain. I don't know for sure if I could win that fight, just given how powerful knights are. Before we go into that battle, let's just take a look at all of this. Imladris got its way station, which means we can soon retrain those Dark Blades, Guardians, and Barrow Wights, although not the Northguard apparently. Get that advanced armor. I kind of want that. Let's do it. I don't think we have that anywhere else. So have it. Barrow Wights. They're only at 55 out of 57. They get more armor? Is that what they'd get here? No, they just 200 gold to retrain 2 of them. Not really worth it. Arthedain got a Temple of Melkor, which should help its population. Gala got a market, so we're going to keep making this place into an economical settlement. Although there's not really much else. We could get a herbalist just to help with population if we want. I don't think that's too important. Really, we need that guild house, the road, so we'll save up there. And more of a Tarth got its temple. We just need to keep upgrading it, so... Anything else here for population? I think that's it. Yeah, that's definitely it. It's at 4%, which is very solid. Get a grain exchange, just work on economy there. Once it's a big town, we'll get those snow trolls. Mordor's the most advanced faction, but we are the largest faction. Captain Eoderic is on the way. We'll park him there, and Hoonvorn shall flank from the side there. You guys can hop in the settlement, and let's see here. Don't need you. Pull out. What else do we not need? Huskarls we can probably keep. I want to get rid of any unit that we don't need. That way we have the full banner here.
Your orders, my lord.
Get rid of 2 more. Don't really need them. They can fall out. And Huskarls are a bit weak too. Alright, now we'll start that battle. We'll have Eakane. And we outnumber them. It's just those dang knights are going to be powerful. But this will be a fun way to see how they stack up against the Guardians of Cardolan. I wonder who would win that fight. Guardians versus Knights of Numinos. I'll have to test that out. Yeah, we can test it out here. I mean, I have that way station. But there are dwarves on the way, so I don't really want to expend all of their lives in the first battle. So, looking at the Guardians, 11 attack, 9 charge. They are armor piercing and 23 defense. They don't get a bonus against cavalry. We have like nothing for our front line here. We're just going to do that. Hoonvorn kind of just over there with him being safe. Angmar archers, I'm willing to take them as casualties on a charge, but not the longbowmen. Have to use our wargs defensively here. Alright, that looks fine. Looks like they're going to give us some time to accumulate our reinforcements. Might as well... crap, they're rangers, so we're not going to be able to deal with them at range. Have those guys run up there for now. Honestly, I think Hoonvorn's army should be enough for this battle. Especially because we've got a lot of forces and we do have the cavalry advantage, so if we can just kill them, we'd be fantastic. But look how good those knights look. They're honestly one of the best knights in the game. Yep, just charge in there. Save your ammo. We can use those on knights. Undead armorsmen down here. Solid infantry. Rear charge has been done on those Dunedain Rangers. They take a lot of damage. They're already a bit shaken. They're going to keep running for that hill, it looks like. Looks like they wanted to use the hill. Ah, yes, they're already routing? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright, well that's one unit just... That's the 2 range units already taken care of because they don't have a captain and they got too far away from their support. Oh, the AI, what are you doing? They need to not always just go for these hills and run away every time. It definitely just hurts them more often than not. Oh, well, we already killed every single one of them. Perhaps now we can work on the armsmen. 2 non-wardens, armsmen, and then 2 cavalry units. Yeah, this is actually easier than I thought, but we did get that cheeky charge. And they got too far away from their captain. Get in there, Guardians. Yep, they stopped moving, which gives us a chance to actually catch up with them. That is a lot of damage, killing like 50 men on the charge. Pull out, lads, pull out. These wargs can kill a few knights. Pull out, lads, pull out. It looks like they ran away at the last second. Going for another charge on those Dunedain armsmen. Come on, don't throw at the armsmen, throw at these guys. They might be ignoring us too. Hopefully some of those javelins can kill it. Even a single knight going down is huge. 3 knights, that's even better. 4, 5, 6. Alright, that's great. Oh, we got caught by Dunedain cavalry. Pull out, lads, pull out. Pull out. Get out of there. Send in the wargs. We're gonna get charged by this Royal Guard any moment now. Might want to use a Serpent Elixir. I need to get these Snow Trolls up here. You lads, roll in there. Royal Knights are gonna destroy us if they fire at us. Use that Serpent Elixir. Yes, we got a charge. Alright. Archers need to go into melee now. You lot go ahead and charge back into the Dunedain cavalry. We have them surrounded. I don't like having to send in archers and melee like that, but we have no choice. Snow trolls are almost on the way. We'll be able to beat these Dunedain cavalry. Hopefully with the warg support right behind them. Come on, wargs. They're already down to 33. They're shaken. Get in there, wolves. Feast on horse flesh. Angmar infantry, though, definitely taking a beating. What is that? One Dunedain cavalry still kind of in the back line. Angmar infantry is holding out well for now. We have a good unit on those Royal Guard. We do have the barrow wights. Our Guardians, though, definitely took some damage. When get in there, lads, start crushing those skulls. Only a few remain. Snow trolls almost here. Once they get in, oh, it's gonna be GG. Good night, sweet Royal Guard. Once those snow trolls attack you. Oh, only a, what is that? 7 Dunedain cavalry. Snow trolls get in there. Royal Guard down to only 17. They are amazingly powerful knights, but yes, we killed their general. I think the Royal Guard will fight to the death, though. Come on, snow trolls, get in there. Are they not going to get a charge? Doesn't look like they will. But they do so much damage that almost every swing should take out a knight or so. Oh, they're already getting bloodied, though. Hopefully we don't lose any. Yeah, trolls definitely just good against killing heavy elites like this. But at the same time, these Royal Guard are good at fighting trolls, so just depends on who gets the charge off. It will do massive damage to them, sending a few barrow wights flying. Alright, Guardians, get engaged. We have no need to fire on anyone right now. I guess we could fire on those wardens. 2 Royal Guard remaining. I think it's just the 1 now. Nope, just 2. Guardians on the way, going for a charge on that brave knight here. You going this way? Yep. Snow trolls will probably finish it off now. Absolute beasts. He's being chased down by Guardians and Snow Trolls. This does not bode well for him. Few maces to the chest, and that should do it. And he goes down. That armor couldn't save him from the clubs of Angmar. Look at where that banner just flies. I love that banner. That thing looks amazing. I get some Twilight Princess vibes from that kind of color scheme there. The black and the teal. Looks great. Snow Trolls celebrating their victory. Alright, we'll end that battle. I think with that, it'll pretty much close out this episode. We're just about an hour in. We have to get ready for work soon. I'm going to try to get this thing processed and then uploaded for tomorrow morning for your viewing pleasures. But for some of you, it's also tomorrow evening. And let's ransom them for a little bit more money. They didn't want to take it. That's sad. I kind of wanted to get a few more units up here. Rhudaur, looks like you got a trait actually. What did you get here? Infantry Master. That's awesome. Send him out that way. We'll probably want those trolls to join him now. And these guys, they really need... We need to get a hillman camp up here. Work on that Great Hall. And those guys can't join him just yet. We do have some dwarves up here to worry about. They'll be our next priority, expanding up to Freerost. And then Iacane could probably take the defense. Or no, Varen can take the defense of Arthedain against the Dunedain. And very soon, once we have that advanced armor done, I think by that point, we'll be able to retrain a lot of Agandaur's forces. And get him on his way to the Dunedain capital of Fenris-Drurin. But for now, that will do it for today's episode, my friends. And I will see you next time.